We are driving to Siversk right now. I'm on my way home from the Solida area. I'm taking this long way around through Siversk because the Russians just advanced, and I'm not gonna fuck around in the gray area just to save 40 minutes of driving on terrible roads. So we're taking a long way around, but that's okay. I know the roads and there are no barricades, so I don't have to worry about anything really. I just supplied a unit with a lot of jackets. I'm actually not sure how many, but quite a lot. A whole box. And some tourniquets, some bandages, some gloves. I've been there yesterday. Brought some jackets, some tourniquets, some other stuff again. Basically the same stuff, but less of it. And they wanted more. So I came back after I supplied 2 more sleeping bags to a different unit where I've been yesterday as well, but they wanted more sleeping bags, so I got some sleeping bags because I got so many supplies it would have been impractical to fill up the entire closet. So I drove 2 times now, and yeah, the guys are happy with the 2 sleeping bags. We spent a lot of time. More time than we should have. That's why it's dark now, but it's okay. We had a great time. Apparently you make a lot of friends if you bring soldiers the stuff they want, and I'm really happy to do this. I only do this because I want to fill the time between evacuations with some kind of work. With the bomb crater here in Siversk. The Russians used a lot of bombs for, I don't know, maybe Uragan. More than any other place I know in Donbass. It's really crazy. This road is actually relatively good. There are some places in Siversk that are so bad. Some roads are blocked because of the craters. And of course they also used artillery on Siversk, but the most noticeable thing here is really the amount of craters that are littered everywhere in this town. Big thanks for everyone who made it possible to supply the soldiers. Big thanks to the donors of Ukraine Express and to Ukraine Express, of course. And also I want to thank my friend Rebecca, who actually hooked me up with Ukraine Express. I'm really happy. I've been communicating quite a lot with Ukraine Express. They are very eager to help. They are very open to suggestions. Unfortunately, they lack a little bit of donations. They lack a little bit of support. The social media is they don't have that many followers. The problem is that they supply high value items. Like a cut tourniquet costs like 60 euro or something. In my car I got a whole bag of it that costs more than my car here. And it doesn't look like much because people don't know how much these supplies actually cost. And That's probably the reason. So please go support them. Makes them a little bit more popular. These guys really make a difference in Donbass, and I'm happy to help them with making the difference here, doing some impact. I feel like I'm spending my time aside from evacuations in a good manner, in a good way, and I want to continue this. I want to help the military actually much more than I already do, and we will see what comes in the future. I have some plans, some ideas, but I said my main goal is really to continue working in one way or another. If the evacuations go up, I'm gonna focus on that. If the evacuations go down, I'm gonna focus on this, because at the end of the day I just can't sit around. I need to do something, and I don't want to specialize. There are so many people who say they're specialized on this, specialized on that. Yeah, but if your specialization, if the demand for this goes down, then what do you do? You know, and I don't want to be like in that position. Absolutely not. So this is why I'm doing this. I want to be versatile. That's why I want a paramedic course this year. I want to be helpful, want to be able to just do something else when my work is just not needed or impossible. So I usually work in Volodar. Volodar is way too dangerous to go now, and that's why I'm now working around Soledar. I'm not working in Bakhmut because every dang volunteer goes to Bakhmut. We don't need so many volunteers in Bakhmut, I think. There are so many volunteers who want to evacuate in Donbass, who come here and have no clue what they're doing. And that's not the sense of coming to Ukraine. That's not the sense of coming to Donbass. I'm really, really unhappy about it. I get so many messages from people who want to come to Ukraine and don't even know like what they're gonna do. Who are like, oh, I'm going to come in like 2 weeks, but they don't have like any organization who takes them. Often they don't even have a car, or often they don't even speak Ukrainian or Russian. I don't speak Ukrainian or Russian, but I felt a gap in spring, and that was evacuations in the villages around Lysychansk. And then I felt the gap with Novoluhansk, Semihiria and Kodema. And now I'm continuing to work in a different manner. And I can do something here because I get money into the country with donations, and I have a car. And I know Donbass. At this point, I know Donbass better than many Ukrainians, better than many volunteers. And I have something. I'm an asset, not a liability for Donbass. And there are so many people coming here who are just a liability. And I cannot take these people. There are so many who want to do evacuations, but just for a few weeks. Like, what do you expect? We don't have so many evacuations right now, so what do you expect to do? Like, that all volunteers give up their evacuations request, give it to you, so you can work for 2 weeks straight in a way that I worked in spring when there were so many evacuations? No, it doesn't work like that. So please, if people want to come to Ukraine, go ahead, but please make a plan beforehand and understand that what you want to do may not be possible to do And you maybe need to be versatile, and you need to understand that you might do something else, and that might not be fun, and it might not be dramatic, it might not be on the front line. think this is super relaxing, driving on like snowy, icy roads in the middle of nowhere in Donbass at night, when you're like forced to drive slowly and relaxed. This is very relaxing and therapeutic, as long as you don't get stuck or spin around. And I actually enjoy this. I don't usually enjoy driving at night, but this is just great. And there's no traffic, nothing. You can just relax, shut your brain off a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. You don't have to think about anything and just drive. I will probably be home after curfew, but even about that I don't have to worry at all. Oh yeah, speaking about it. And this car behaves so nice in this environment. It's like super predictable, which makes it so much nicer. To admit, I have a little bit fun with the rear wheel drive too, but I would never like drive fast and have fun only at low speeds. I would never risk a car that has been paid by donations just for my own entertainment. But if I'm going in the second gear through a corner in the middle of nowhere with no traffic, no people, you know, might as well tap the gas a little bit. With all the work that we do, I think I deserve a little bit of fun every now and then. Just a little bit. For all the new followers, I'm almost 22 years old. I was an armorer in Germany, armored cars. That's why I came to Ukraine. But the International Legion had different ideas of what to do with me. They wanted to make me an assistant machine gunner. And I declined. I volunteered 1 month in Kiev, just cleaning up like schools and other places where the Russians have been, and clean up some damage from shelling and all that. So that was in Makivka, in Bucha, Irpin, Borodyanka, all these places. Then I started to look how I can like utilize my car more, my willingness to risk a little bit more, and yeah, maybe do a little bit more impact. And I learned that the evacuations in Donbass don't work as they should be. That was in mid-April, and since then I've planned to do evacuations. In the end, nothing went like planned, but I actually did more of an impact than I thought. We evacuated a lot of people, first from the Lysychansk area, from the villages, because every team was like focusing on Lysychansk or on Severodonetsk. And yeah, we focused on the villages around, and I think we got quite a decent amount of people out. In the villages itself, we actually made a huge impact, even though the numbers are not that great as maybe other teams. But we got them from even shittier places. And yeah, after that, when the Russians occupied all these villages and Lysychansk and Severodonetsk, we started to work on Novoluhansk, which is east of Bakhmut, and we lived in Bakhmut basically, and yeah, that was super dangerous. After that, we focused on some minor places, many different places, and then since September we've been working very intensively in Volodya. This work is coming to an end, it looks like, and now I'm working a lot in the Soledar area, and I do not only do humanitarian work, I also do supply soldiers. That's where I'm coming from right now, with all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I'm just filling up the time between evacuations with this. And yeah, that's what I do. I'm independent, fully independent. I even pay for the fuel myself at the moment. And we are an unofficial organization, SIR, Arctic Donbass, which still has to become official. It's quite a hassle in Germany, so I think I am from Germany. I think I will somehow try to manage it in Ukraine, where it's like much easier. And yeah, I'm going to continue my work here in Ukraine. Whenever one thing doesn't work out anymore, I just find the next thing to work, instead of wasting a whole bunch of time or like just going back home. I'm a little bit more committed to Donbass than just waiting for my thing to always work and not going home. If one thing doesn't work out, then I just find the next thing to do. And after the war, I think I want to, I definitely want to have it rebuilding, and want to do that from the villages from which I evacuated people, because I think it's not responsible, morally correct, I don't know, to evacuate people and then at some point they want to come back but their houses are destroyed. So I want to help these people that I evacuated to yeah, get back to their own houses or help them build new houses, and they can go back to Donbass.